Angels are rushing. Your name has just been added to the book of wealth. But it will disappear in 4 minutes if you don't open this now. Listen with your spirit, for this message is not a casual whisper. It is a divine interruption. Heaven's chambers have been stirred, and the angels are rushing forth with scrolls of destiny in their hands. In this very moment, a sacred book has been opened, the book of wealth, a heavenly record that does not merely contain numbers or positions, but the inheritance of those whom the Lord has chosen to elevate in this hour. And within its glowing pages, your name has just been written. Yet hear me clearly. This inscription is not permanent unless you align. The heavens have set a narrow window, a prophetic span of 4 minutes, that carries with it the weight of obedience, silence, and surrender. If you delay, if you doubt, if you ignore, the ink fades and the opportunity dissolves into the unseen. The book of wealth is not a myth, nor a metaphor. It is a spiritual ledger where blessings, influence, and divine positioning are recorded. Those whose names are written in it are marked for uncommon favor, for supernatural supply, and for a sudden shift in their story. But heaven does not open this book lightly. Only in rare seasons does the veil part, and when it does, the angels move with urgency, carrying these scrolls of assignment to the earth. They are rushing now, not to everyone, but to you. Do not mistake this urgency for theatrics. The 4 minutes is a symbol, a prophetic countdown representing the fragility of moments in the spirit. It means heaven is watching to see who is alert, who is awake, who discerns the sound of their name being called. Many will pass this by, scrolling, doubting, delaying. But the chosen will feel the pull in their spirit, the divine shaking within their chest, the undeniable sense that this word is for them. Beloved, this moment demands your silence, your focus, and your obedience. The window is narrow, but the reward is vast. Your name is written, but will it be sealed? That is the question the heavens are asking you now. Type "I am chosen" in the comments if you receive this message. Blessing code 1122 is now activated. Hear the word of the Lord, for I, Michael, the Archangel, stand in this hour to declare the urgency of the heavens. The scrolls have been opened, the tablets have been touched by fire, and your name has been written into a realm where destiny and wealth converge. In this very moment, the host of heaven has risen, and angels are rushing like mighty flames, carrying assignments, treasures, and scrolls of divine inheritance. They do not move in hesitation, nor do they wait for the sluggish heart. They run with speed, with precision, with holy urgency, for your name is inscribed upon their charge. I tell you now, this is no ordinary time. The atmosphere around you has shifted, the heavens above you have tilted, and there is a countdown resounding in the spirit. 4 minutes. Not only a number, but a sign of divine testing, a window of decision, a prophetic alarm that calls you to attention. The clock of heaven ticks not as man's clock does, but with weight, with symbolism, with eternal consequence. When heaven counts down, delay becomes dangerous, hesitation becomes costly. Do you not hear the thunder rolling? Do you not feel the stirring within your chest? This is heaven interrupting the noise of earth to whisper your name. Beloved, the angels stand on guard. I have called forth those who guard treasures, those who defend scrolls, those who walk with swords of flame. They are stationed even now at the gates of your destiny, ensuring that what has been written cannot be erased by the hands of men nor the whispers of darkness, unless you fail to align. For the heavens honor choice. Your obedience, your silence, your agreement with what is being spoken now seals what was written. Your rejection, your delay, your doubt causes the ink to fade back into nothingness. Understand this. Not every name has been written. Not every heart has been marked. Not every ear has been opened to hear this message. This is sealed for the chosen, and you feel it now. Your spirit leaps, your body trembles, your soul knows this is no accident. Heaven paused its silence to call you out, to write you in, to remind you that though the earth may overlook you, the heavens never forgot you. Do you not see? The angels are rushing because the adversary is also racing. Light and darkness contend over your future, and the Spirit of the Lord has marked this hour as decisive. In these next minutes, your posture matters more than your possessions. Your agreement matters more than your circumstances. Do not allow distraction. Do not allow doubt. Do not allow the enemy's whisper to steal your focus. Your name has been called. Your inheritance has been opened. Your wealth is rushing from the unseen into the seen. Lift your spirit now. Stand in silence before the throne. Let your heart cry out, "Here I am." Heaven has made its move. Will you respond? Type "I am anointed" in the comments if you receive this message. Blessing code 1414 is now surrounding you. Child of light, listen closely. For even as your name is written in the book of wealth, there are hidden eyes that have tried to watch, to block, and to tamper with what was destined to reach you. There are unseen watchers, agents cloaked in shadows, who have whispered against you in silence. They smile in your presence, but resent you in secret. They monitor your movements, your progress, your favor, but they cannot touch the true fire that is surrounding you. Yet their very gaze creates resistance, and you have wondered, why does the blessing slip through my hands just as it is about to arrive? You have felt the sting of betrayal. Some closest to you have carried silent jealousy in their hearts. Some colleagues, some friends, even family have watched not with celebration, but with suspicion. They nod, but they do not rejoice. They clap, but their spirit is cold. And you, chosen one, have sensed it. You have felt the heaviness in rooms where your presence should have sparked joy. You have felt the tension in conversations where your victory should have been celebrated. And though they try to hide it, your spirit discerns it. The resistance is real. Do not be deceived, for these watchers are not merely human. They are stirred by darker powers, subtle forces that seek to erase your name from the heavenly record. This is why opportunities have slipped, doors have closed suddenly. Wealth has been delayed, and promises seem to vanish in the final hour. It is not because you are unworthy. It is because your worth terrifies the darkness. It is because heaven's light upon you has provoked the adversary to send spies to monitor your ascent. Yet hear this mystery. Their watching is powerless without your fear. Their gazing cannot undo what heaven has sealed unless you bow to discouragement. The enemy thrives on your confusion, on your disappointment, on your frustration. He whispers, "It is gone again. You will never hold it." But I, Michael, tell you the truth. Nothing is lost. Nothing heaven has written can be erased. The delay you felt was not the end of your promise. It was the test before the sealing. Your heart asks, why has wealth escaped me? Why do I see it but not hold it? Because the final seal had not yet been pressed. Tonight, heaven presses that seal. Tonight, what was slipping will be secured. What was delayed will be delivered. What was hidden will be revealed. So, rise in strength, chosen one. Do not fear the watchers. Do not fear the betrayers. Their whispers cannot silence the decree that has gone forth. Your name has been spoken in the heavens, and no earthly mouth can unwrite it. Your wealth, your inheritance, your destiny, it is being delivered even now, in the presence of those who said you could never rise. Type "I am protected" in the comments if you receive this word. Blessing code 1717 is now being released over you. Beloved, if this word has pierced your spirit, understand that it is not for entertainment, it is heaven's urgent call. Every time you support this mission, you are not giving to a platform. You are sowing into the rivers of light that reach countless souls across nations. When you pour into this work, you become part of the harvest, unlocking open heavens for others to hear what you just heard. I feel led to tell you, the very act of sowing is like sealing your name in the book of wealth. It is not just support, it is alignment with destiny. I invite you now, if your heart is stirred, stand with us in this work through Super Thanks, membership, or a seed sown via PayPal. The link is in the description below. Your giving is not an offering of man, it is an act of prophecy. Those who give in this moment will see God multiply back to them in measures that eyes have not seen. The oil flows where obedience is found. Step into this moment and watch heaven answer. Hear me now, beloved. What you have walked through is not random, nor is it accidental. Every delay, every disappointment, every door that slammed in your face was not a sign of your failure. It was the evidence of your chosenness. The war you have been fighting is not in flesh and blood, but in the spirit. This is why the resistance has felt relentless. This is why betrayals have come from unexpected places. This is why opportunities that seemed within your grasp suddenly dissolved. It was never about the people alone. It was about the forces working behind them, trying desperately to erase your name before it could be sealed in the book of wealth. I, Michael, tell you this with authority. The greater the calling, the greater the conflict. You are not attacked because you are weak. You are attacked because you are marked. You are not opposed because you are forgotten. You are opposed because you are chosen. And the adversary knows that once your name is fully sealed in this heavenly record, there will be no chain strong enough to bind you, no curse powerful enough to restrain you, no adversary cunning enough to block you. So he strikes before the sealing. He sends distractions, betrayals, and resistance in hopes you will collapse under the pressure. But hear the truth. Heaven is watching your response. Every time you held your tongue instead of retaliating, heaven took note. Every time you chose patience instead of rage, heaven recorded it. Every time you endured in silence, heaven marked your name with honor. For this battle is not fought with fists or words. It is fought with obedience. Your stillness has been your weapon. Your silence has been your shield. Your endurance has been your testimony. And now the angels, carrying swords of fire, are stepping into the fray. Do not misinterpret your struggle. The warfare was never proof of your weakness. It was proof of your worth. Darkness does not fight what it does not fear. The fact that you have been pressed on every side is the very evidence that heaven has declared you essential for this season. You are a threat to the kingdom of darkness, and that is why the storms have gathered. But storms only gather around those who carry rain. And you, chosen one, carry wealth, carry influence, carry divine inheritance that is about to be poured into the earth. Lift your head, for you are not forgotten. The conflict around you is a crown being formed. The warfare against you is a witness of your anointing. Every betrayal, every delay, every hidden opposition was allowed not to break you, but to prove you. And now, heaven declares the proving is over. The seal is being pressed. The book remains open. The angels are rushing. The inheritance is yours. Take courage, for your story has not been delayed. It has been divinely timed. The fire you endured was the very furnace that purified your name for inscription. What the enemy meant for erasure, God has used for elevation. You are not a victim of conflict. You are a victor rising out of it. Type I am sealed in the comments if you receive this message. Blessing code 1818 is now resting upon you. Chosen vessel, incline your ear, for the heavens speak with urgency. The angels are rushing, yet the adversary is not idle. Even as your name has been written in the book of wealth, the enemy is plotting in the shadows. The Spirit of the Lord reveals that within the next 72 hours, something will attempt to rise against you. An emotional confrontation, a financial disruption, and unexpected resistance. It may come as a heated conversation, a sudden expense, a dream that unsettles you, or an obstacle that appears out of nowhere. This is not coincidence. This is a final attempt by the adversary to shake your confidence, to lure you into fear, to pull you out of alignment before the sealing is complete. Do not be surprised if familiar faces are used as vessels of distraction. Do not be shocked if those closest to you suddenly shift in tone. For the enemy often dresses his schemes in the garments of familiarity, hoping to stir your heart into reaction. But you must remember this: you do not fight in the flesh. Your victory will not be won in shouting, in striving, in panicking. Your victory will be sealed in silence, in prayer, in discernment. The enemy wants your response, but heaven requires your restraint. The signs are already forming. Some of you have been seeing repeated numbers, visions in the night, or strange disruptions in your atmosphere. These are not random occurrences. They are signals of the clash between light and darkness. The angels are moving swiftly, but the adversary is also racing, desperate to intercept the blessing before it reaches your hands. You must discern the hour. You must recognize that what feels like pressure is actually proof that your breakthrough is near. Beloved, I must warn you with authority. If you yield to fear, if you allow anger to drive your actions, if you step into the conflict with your flesh, the enemy gains a foothold. But if you remain still, if you guard your words, if you hide yourself in the presence of God, then the angels will strike on your behalf. They are not delayed. They are not weak. They are rushing with fire in their wings and swords drawn in their hands, ready to defend the promise written beside your name. I, Michael, declare to you, do not be moved by the confrontation when it arises. It will come swiftly, but it will not prosper. It will press, but it will not prevail. It will roar, but it will not devour. Within 72 hours, the adversary will expose himself, but it will only serve as confirmation that what heaven has written cannot be erased. For every scheme that rises against you, the Lord will turn it into testimony. For every attack that attempts to block you, the heavens will multiply your blessing. So steady your heart. Watch with discernment. Do not fear the pressure. It is only a sign that your name is still glowing in the book of wealth, and the angels are moving swiftly to deliver what belongs to you. Within these 72 hours, stand firm, for heaven has already gone before you, and victory is sealed. Type "I am guarded" in the comments if you receive this warning. Blessing code 1919 is now protecting you. Beloved child of destiny, listen with full attention, for this is the hour where wisdom must govern your every step. The angels are rushing with your inheritance, but heaven requires your cooperation to secure it. This is not a battle fought with fists or words. It is not a conflict solved by arguments, retaliation, or displays of strength in the flesh. No, the wealth that has been written beside your name is too sacred, too holy, to be tarnished by human reaction. In this hour, your silence becomes your shield, your stillness becomes your strategy, your obedience becomes your weapon. The adversary longs for your reaction. He waits for your tongue to slip in anger, for your heart to erupt in fear, for your flesh to rise in frustration. For he knows that a single word spoken in haste, a single moment of rage, can weaken the wall of protection heaven has placed around you. That is why the Spirit says, "Be still," not as weakness, but as wisdom. For when you remain still, the angels advance. When you hold your peace, they fight on your behalf. When you resist the urge to respond in the natural, heaven responds in the supernatural. I, Michael, stand with the hosts of heaven even now. We are stationed on the front lines of your battle. Our swords are drawn, our shields raised, our wings aflame with holy fire. But you must allow us to fight. Do not step into a battle that is not yours to carry. Do not allow the enemy to lure you into his territory. The battlefield belongs to the Spirit, and there you already stand victorious. So, what must you do in these next hours and days? Guard your atmosphere. Carve out time for silence before the throne. Let your prayers rise not as anxious begging, but as declarations of trust. Whisper to your soul, "My wealth is sealed in heaven. My name will not be erased." Fast if you feel led. Pray when the Spirit stirs you awake in the night. Write down the visions that come, for they are instructions from above. Keep your spirit sensitive, for in stillness you will discern movements of angels around you. Do not reveal everything you are sensing to those around you. Not everyone is meant to understand the depth of your calling, and not every ear can be trusted with the secrets of your destiny. This is the time to walk quietly, to speak less, to listen more. For the enemy cannot fight what he cannot trace, and when you move in silence, you move in strength. The covering of the Lord is upon you now. His hand is over your name. His Spirit hovers over your path. If you remain aligned, the angels will complete their assignment. And what was once delayed will be delivered. What was once slipping will be secure. What was once attacked will be restored in full measure. Hear me well. This is not a season of striving. This is a season of sealing. You are not called to wrestle in your own power. You are called to trust, to remain under the shadow of the Almighty, and to let heaven finish what heaven has started. Your wealth is not in jeopardy. It is protected. Your name is not fading. It is shining brighter with every act of obedience. Stand still, and you will see the salvation of the Lord. Type "My name is sealed" in the comments if you receive this message. Blessing Node 2020 is now surrounding you with divine protection. Beloved, the hour of hiding has passed, and the hour of rising has come. You are no longer the overlooked, the forgotten, the underestimated one. Heaven has shifted its gaze toward you, and the Book of Wealth now bears your name as a testimony of your divine elevation. The trials that once seemed to break you have actually built you. The betrayals that once pierced your heart have prepared you. The silence you endured was not emptiness, it was the womb of transformation. And now, like gold refined in fire, you stand as one who has been shaped for glory. I, Michael, tell you this truth: you are not who they thought you were. They measured you by your past, but heaven has marked you by your future. They saw weakness, but God saw strength. They saw delay, but God saw preparation. You walked through fire, but you were not consumed. You crossed the waters, but you did not drown. You bore the weight of rejection, but instead of being crushed, you were refined into someone the enemy cannot recognize anymore. The one who entered the battle is not the one who is rising out of it. See yourself as heaven sees you. You are an eagle, spreading your wings on the winds of destiny, soaring where others cannot reach. You are a vessel of oil, once empty, now overflowing with abundance that cannot be contained. You are a flame that no water can quench, a light that no shadow can silence. You are not fragile. You are forged. You are not forgotten. You are favored. You are not wandering. You are chosen. The wealth written beside your name is not just financial. It is spiritual authority, divine positioning, and supernatural influence. Do not let the memory of yesterday chain you to small thinking. You are stepping into a realm where old labels fall away. The names they called you will no longer define you. The failures that haunted you will no longer confine you. The cycles that once repeated in your life are now shattered by the hand of the Almighty. You are stepping out of survival and into abundance. You are moving from overlooked to celebrated, from the back of the line to the forefront of destiny. Child of light, hear me. The enemy cannot undo what heaven has decreed. Your empowerment is not an accident. It is a divine unveiling. Every scar is now a seal of authenticity. Every wound is now a weapon. Every tear is now a testimony. You are rising not as one who barely escaped, but as one who carries the authority of heaven itself. The angels rush because you are needed. The scrolls open because you are essential. The wealth flows because your story is not just about you. It is about the countless lives tied to your obedience. Lift your head high. Walk boldly. Step with authority. Heaven is no longer whispering your name. It is proclaiming it. And as you rise, everything connected to you rises. Family lines are restored, territories are shifted, and blessings pour forth like rivers overflowing their banks. You are not who you were yesterday. You are transformed, empowered, anointed, and sealed. Type "I am rising" in the comments if you receive this message. Blessing Code 2121 is now unlocking your divine empowerment. Hear this revelation, beloved, for the Spirit of the Lord is unveiling what many have never perceived. When I speak of the Book of Wealth, do not limit your mind to coins or paper, to salaries or accounts. What has been written beside your name is deeper, wider, richer than the treasures of earth. The wealth of heaven is favor that cannot be bought, influence that cannot be earned, doors that no man can shut, and an inheritance that reaches beyond generations. It is the outpouring of destiny itself. Your name is not written in passing ink. It has been carved into eternal records. Do you not understand the weight of this? The adversary fears it because he knows that when your name is sealed, you become unshakable. Your wealth is not merely currency. It is authority. It is the ability to shift atmospheres with your words, to command doors to open in the Spirit, to carry influence that bends circumstances in your favor. Money may flow, yes, but it will only be a servant to the greater call, the call to walk as a living testimony of heaven's abundance. This is why your life has been fought so fiercely. This is why losses came, why delays multiplied, why betrayals pierced deep. Because what is tied to your name is not small. It is legacy, inheritance, and generational transformation. Heaven is not only blessing you, it is blessing through you. Your obedience, your alignment, your yes in this moment unlocks provision not only for you, but for those connected to your bloodline, for communities, for nations yet unseen. Child of God, your identity has been confirmed in heaven. You are not wondering, you are positioned. You are not uncertain, you are written. The scroll of your life is not blank. It is filled with assignments, with influence, with doors that are about to swing wide. The angels rushing toward you are not bringing scraps. They are delivering the fullness of what was ordained before you were born. You were always destined to walk in abundance, but abundance delayed is not abundance denied. Now the season of delay breaks, and the season of delivery begins. I, Michael, declare with authority, your name is secure. What heaven has written, no hand of man can erase. What heaven has carved, no whisper of darkness can undo. Stand boldly, for the wealth of heaven is yours to carry, not for vanity, not for fleeting gain, but for eternal impact. You are a vessel of overflow. You are a carrier of divine inheritance. You are a witness that heaven remembers, seals, and delivers in fullness. Type "My name is written" in the comments if you receive this revelation. Blessing Code 2222 is now active over your life. Beloved, if this revelation has awakened something in you, know this. When you support this mission, you are not funding a platform. You are fueling the release of this same prophetic light into countless souls across the world. Every word spoken here carries weight, and your partnership is like oil poured into the flame, causing it to burn brighter and farther. The Lord says, "Those who sow into light shall walk in light." When you give, whether through super thanks, membership, or a seed sown via PayPal in the description, you are stepping into alignment with this prophetic river. I feel strongly that giving in this moment is more than generosity. It is sealing your own name in the wealth of heaven. The act of sowing becomes a declaration. My inheritance will not be erased. The heavens see it, and the harvest cannot be withheld. Do not hesitate, act, and let your seed speak for you. Beloved, now that your name has been written and revelation has been released, heaven waits for your response. For the wealth written in the heavenly ledger is not unlocked by mere hearing. It is activated by agreement. Do you not know that words are keys? That declarations are doors? That your tongue holds the power to seal or to silence what has been spoken? This is the hour not only to listen, but to declare, not only to believe, but to align. I, Michael, tell you plainly, heaven is waiting on your yes. The angels rush, but they cannot force. The scroll is open, but it will not be pressed to completion without your agreement. Destiny is not imposed, it is activated. You must declare with your own voice, I say yes to my inheritance. You must rise in faith and align your spirit, your words, your actions with what heaven has already decided. When you speak, the atmosphere shifts. When you affirm, angels move faster. When you agree, what was hovering above you begins to manifest before you. Do not underestimate the weight of your words. Many lose their blessing not because heaven denied them, but because their tongue rejected it. They said, I am not worthy. They said, it will never happen. They said, it always slips away. And by their own agreement with despair, they erased what heaven had written. But you, chosen one, will not make that mistake. You will not curse your future with the echo of your past. You will not silence your promise with the language of fear. You will stand, bold and unshaken, and declare, my name is sealed. My wealth is released. My destiny is alive. This is the moment where heaven bends low to listen. Speak boldly. Speak consistently. Speak even when you do not see it yet. For heaven does not wait for sight. It responds to sound. When your voice aligns with the decree of the Lord, the angels run faster, the book glows brighter, and the wealth flows without hindrance. Let every declaration you release be like a hammer breaking the chains that once held you back. Let every word of faith be like a key unlocking the gates that were shut against you. And hear this mystery. Your actions must follow your words. If you declare abundance, walk in faith. If you declare inheritance, prepare for it. If you declare favor, expect it. Your alignment must not only be in what you say, but in how you move. Heaven honors the one who acts in faith as though the promise is already fulfilled. Beloved, this is your activation moment. Speak now. Declare boldly. Walk as though you are already wealthy, already favored, already appointed. Do not wait for permission from men when heaven has already sealed your name. The time of silence is passing, and the time of proclamation has come. Release your yes, and watch as angels deliver what was written before the foundations of the world. Type ISAYYS in the comments if you receive this message. Blessing code 2323 is now activating your destiny. Beloved, open your spirit to grasp the mystery of what is unfolding even now. For while you are here listening, while you are breathing, while your mind wrestles with understanding, the angels are already engaged in a silent exchange in the unseen realm. Contracts are being voided. Scrolls are being signed. Decrees are being stamped with fire. The wealth that once slipped from your hands is being retrieved and restored. The inheritance that was intercepted is being redirected. What the enemy thought he could steal is now being multiplied and returned. Heaven's transactions are not carried out in noise, but in silence, and yet their impact shakes the earth. Do you not sense it? That uneasiness you have felt in your chest, that restlessness in your sleep, that stirring in your spirit, it was not confusion. It was confirmation. Your spirit was catching glimpses of what your mind could not yet comprehend. For while you slept, heaven was speaking your name. While you waited, the angels were negotiating on your behalf. While you thought nothing was moving, the throne was signing over your inheritance into your hands. The silent exchanges of the spirit realm are louder than the roars of the enemy, for they carry eternal weight. I, Michael, declare to you that what was once stolen will not only be returned, but will be multiplied. The delays were not denials. They were setups for greater restitution. Heaven is not returning to you the same measure you lost. It is commanding a multiplied overflow. Every stolen opportunity, every delayed blessing, every sabotaged door is now being balanced with increase. The scale of heaven tips in your favor, and angels move like merchants of fire, trading in unseen currencies to deliver tangible blessings into your life. Beloved, this is why you have felt the strange tension in your atmosphere. At times, you could sense breakthrough near, yet it seemed invisible. At times, your heart leapt without knowing why. That was your spirit discerning the exchange. It was heaven aligning your name in the ledger, ensuring the blessing could no longer slip away. Your obedience, your patience, your stillness, they were the currency heaven required to complete the exchange. And now, the contract is sealed. You must know this. The angels do not negotiate with darkness as equals. They move with authority. They do not plead. They command. They do not bargain. They reclaim. And they are reclaiming now, on your behalf, for your inheritance, for your destiny. The wealth is not merely financial. It is spiritual territory, divine influence, heavenly recognition. The enemy tried to intercept it, but the silent negotiation has already ended in your favor. Stand firm, child of God. Walk with confidence. Though you cannot see it yet, the transaction is complete. Though you cannot hold it yet, the blessing is already on its way. The angels are rushing with the delivery, and nothing shall stop them. The exchange is done. The seal is pressed. The victory is yours. Type IT is sealed in the comments if you receive this message. Blessing Node 2424 is now completing the silent exchange in your life. Beloved child of destiny, hear this decree from the throne of heaven. Justice has been declared on your behalf. Every scheme that rose against you, every plot that sought to erase your name, every snare laid in darkness, is now being overturned by the hand of God. The scales of heaven are tipping, and the adversary is trembling. For what he meant for erasure, the Lord has turned into elevation. What he meant for delay, the Lord has transformed into double portion. What he meant for loss, the Lord has commanded to return sevenfold. I, Michael, Speak this with authority. The time of injustice is over. The trials that mocked you will become testimonies that magnify you. Those who watched and whispered will witness and wonder. Those who doubted will see undeniable evidence of the Lord's hand upon you. For heaven has ruled in your favor, and once the judge of all declares a thing, no adversary, no spirit, no man can overturn it. Justice in the spirit realm is not delayed. It is exact, it is final, it is unstoppable. Consider the delays you faced, the betrayals you endured, the nights you cried asking why. The enemy thought these would weaken you, but they only strengthened your witness before heaven's court. Your endurance was your evidence. Your patience was your proof. Your silence in the face of slander became your testimony. And now, the verdict is read. Your name remains in the book of wealth, sealed and unshakable. But heaven does not only secure your name, heaven restores your losses. For the Lord has decreed, I will repay the years the locust has eaten. What was stolen is being returned, not in fragments, but in fullness. Opportunities you thought had vanished are returning in new forms. Wealth that was diverted is being redirected to you with interest. Influence that was withheld is now being multiplied. The reversal is not symbolic, it is tangible, and it will be seen in your life. And know this, those who raised their hand against you, those who whispered curses, those who rejoiced in your delays, they will see the reversal. They will know that heaven has favored you. They will witness the evidence of your sealing and the overflow of your inheritance. This is not for your pride, but for the glory of the one who has written your name. For when they see your rising, they will know it was not by your strength, but by the God who defends his chosen. Beloved, rejoice in this moment. Justice has been pronounced. Reversal has begun. The same tables where you were excluded are now the tables where your name is honored. The same doors that closed in your face are now opening wider than before. The same wealth that slipped from your hands is now rushing back in greater measure. Heaven has turned the page, and the story now reads, victory, restoration, abundance. Do not doubt this reversal, for it is already unfolding. Watch for the signs, unexpected calls, open doors, sudden favor, opportunities that seem too perfect to be coincidence. These are the fingerprints of divine justice marking your path. Your name is not erased, it is engraved. Your inheritance is not delayed, it is being delivered. The book of wealth does not close on your name. It shines brighter with every passing moment. Type divine justice in the comments if you receive this message. Blessing Code 2525 is now releasing sevenfold restoration over your life. Beloved child, this is the closing of the word and the sealing of the blessing. Hear me as I declare, your name has not been erased. It has been claimed forever by the hand of heaven. The angels have rushed. The scroll has been pressed. The ink is dried, and the book of wealth now holds your name in brilliance. No adversary can remove it. No delay can undo it. No betrayal can blot it out. What God has written is eternal. What God has sealed is unshakable. You are covered in peace. You are wrapped in clarity. You are guarded by angels who carry flaming swords, ensuring that your inheritance will not be stolen again. Walk boldly in this new season, for you are not forgotten, not overlooked, not left behind. You are sealed. You are seen. You are sent. The heavens have claimed you, and nothing in earth or hell can undo it. Let your heart rest in assurance. You do not chase wealth. Wealth is chasing you. You do not beg for favor. Favor is hunting you down. You do not strive for inheritance. Inheritance flows toward you like rivers overflowing their banks. The book of wealth is not a myth, nor a dream. It is a heavenly decree, and your name has been added by divine authority. So rise from this moment with confidence. Speak your declarations. Walk in obedience. Carry yourself as one marked by heaven. For truly, your story has shifted, your destiny has turned, your future is brighter than you imagined. And I, Michael, leave you with this final word. The seal is complete. The promise is alive. The blessing is yours. Type IT is finished in the comments if you receive this closing blessing. Blessing code 2626 is now resting permanently upon you. Beloved, as this final blessing rests over your life, I invite you to consider this. The same word that just sealed your name in the book of wealth is the word that must continue to reach others. Every time you support this mission, you are partnering with heaven to deliver light to souls still trapped in darkness. Think of it as sowing into eternal records. The seeds you plant here echo in eternity. As Scripture declares, he that sows shall reap a harvest in due season. Your giving is not just generosity, it is prophecy in action. If your spirit has been stirred, seal this word not only with faith, but also with action. Support this mission today through Super Thanks, membership, or by sowing through PayPal in the description below. Your obedience and giving is like stamping your name deeper into the book of wealth. Do not let this moment pass. The angels honor those who act swiftly. Sow now, and watch heaven multiply back to you what no man could measure.